So the second incident was with my makcik punya suami. So he told me, he came to my room, he knocked on my door, dia kata, I know that you've been texting with this guy. Two things could happen here. He sat me down and he told me this. One, I could tell your mother, I could tell your makcik. He texted benda ni dekat phone dia and he showed me. Option 2, I could touch you and I won't say anything.
What did he do to you, if I may ask?
So every time the kids were downstairs playing ke apa ke, he would always take my hand, literally physically tarik, naik atas and just start. He would tell me, keep quiet, jangan cakap apa-apa, just biar je. So I'm macam pelik, but I kept quiet and he kept on saying that, oh, I don't look at you like a niece, or I don't look at you like my wife's anak buah. I think I'm starting to look at you as a girlfriend. And one day, I want to marry you and have you as my second wife.
Sick.
I asked him, why? What happened? Nothing. I just want to look at you. I want to look at you. I want to see how beautiful you are.
Mental.
I love you so much. Okay.
Mental.
Okay. And dah countless times he would just, for no reason, peluk, cium, and I'm just like, oh my God, your kids are in the house. Your kids are right behind me. For goodness sake. So kat situ dah macam pelik sangat lah. And when he said multiple times, nak kahwin, I'm like, kahwin? Your wife is my auntie. I love her so much. Your kids, I love them so much. How could I do this to them?
Yeah.
You put a gun to my head pun, I wouldn't do that.
Hello, welcome back to Berani Bicara, Jangan Sentuh Saya. Pada minggu ini kita ada
tetamu. Actually dia bukan tetamu. Kita ada Puan Lieza hari ini, dan Puan Lieza juga ahli Jawatankuasa Children's Protection Society. Dan kita hari ni kita nak duduk, kita nak sembang saja. Kita nak sembang pasal kes-kes yang pernah berlaku dan juga sedang berlaku sekarang di Malaysia. Ya?
Yes. Sebab kita tengok this past few weeks kan, banyak sangat kes tentang penderaan, tentang kanak-kanak, pengantunan kanak-kanak, pasal bully sekarang banyak cases bully.
Tapi sekarang. Yasmin, Kumin perasan tak yang kebelakangan sekarang kan, dia lagi banyak cases yang dilaporkan.
Yes.
Kalau compare dengan cases, kalau compare dengan setahun 2 tahun yang lalu,
betul.
Perasan tak every other day mesti ada cases yang dilaporkan, yang keluar dekat newspaper, keluar dekat news, TV news. Yeah. It is to me it is great. I think a lot of NGOs over here are doing a great job. Yeah. A great job in bringing out awareness. Kita bagi budak-budak ada more confident yang dia orang boleh laporkan. Dan Liza, kalau Liza perasan kan, kita dah pergi, kita Children's Protection Society dah pergi ke 5 kawasan,
5 negeri.
Dan bila kita pergi, kita selalu bawa D11 datang dengan kita. Betul. Dan dengan D11 ni lah saya rasa yang kan dia lepas dia orang dah bagi presentation and all that, ceramah, budak-budak rasa lagi selesa dan confident untuk buat laporan. Alhamdulillah.
I macam dah tahu lah, macam you don't have to be afraid with the police.
Yes.
You boleh cakap dengan dia, macam we break the barrier, kan?
Break the barrier, betul. I think kenapa kita nampak cases setiap hari ada 2-3 case, tapi bukan 2-3 yang ni dilaporkan. Kalau pihak polis bagi tahu, one of the times kita buat event, pihak polis kata in a day diorang discuss 80 cases of digital abuse. in a day about tu case of abuse. Tapi ni bukan sebab dulu tak ada. Kes-kes ni bukan sebab dulu tak ada tak berlaku. Benda ni berlaku tapi sekarang lapor orang lagi berani untuk buat laporan.
Betul.
You know, because diorang tahu sebenarnya diorang ada hak. Sebenarnya benda ni tak patut berlaku. So yang cases ni naik. Bukan sebab dia tak berlaku.
Lagi satu saya ingat lah, Nawiza ingat yang because budak-budak ni diorang tengok baca paper ataupun tengok TV yang diorang kata alamak dah ada orang lapor and kalau benda tu memang diorang yang kena, diorang kata saya pun nak pergi lapor lah. So you know there's more confident. Diorang macam kita nak kena lapor ni, kita tak boleh berdiam dah ni. Semua orang dah come out of the have shared. So I think we need to do it too.
Yes, mereka dah lebih berani sebab diorang dah tahu case, and then dia tahu dah macam they get the help kalau dia report.
So cases yang kita nak discuss hari ni, I think banyak juga, tapi kita pilih lah mana satu cases yang kita nak
I tulis
yang kita nak discuss hari ni.
Okay, case kita discuss yang hangat sekarang lah, case bully. Case bully sekarang hangat sangat. Yang baru-baru ni case bully dekat SMK TTDI.
I think that one reported a bit late.
Yes.
The school trying to handle among themselves, and then but eventually there's another bullying case happened in the same school, so that's why macam it occurred again. So you know,
and then budak yang kena bully yang first time tu kena pindah sekolah kan apparently.
He was told to tukar sekolah like right after he reported the case. So and then a month later, there's another bullying case by the same gang. So the boy that has been transferred to another school, so dia viralkan video tu.
Viral video tu yang tu sekarang orang tahu. Masa sebelum ni orang pihak sekolah nak hush. Sekarang terkeluar, and then bila orang share semua minta suruh jangan share. Because case still dalam proses penyelesaian kan.
So itulah, kalau case tu dah keluar dan masyarakat dah tahu, they have no choice that benda ni memang terjadi kat sekolah tu. So tak nak kena, they have to do something, and then they have to create awareness dekat sekolah.
Kenapa sekolah selalu case bully dia orang nak tutup? Sekolah, parents, kalau anak dia pembuli, sekolah nak tutup benda tu.
Maybe sebab macam budak-budak kat sekolah kan, youngsters, kadang-kadang kita just nak usik-usik, and then after that nak cakap tu, and then orang tu pun terasa like macam one of them mungkin rasa more superior than the others. Kata then tak suka benda-benda something, so membalas and then gang up, mungkin one of the reason.
I think also dia orang tak nak reveal these bullying cases. I think it's also because status sekolah.
The children who kena bully ni, dia orang ada trauma, bila dia orang jadi takut, and then kita, like I said before this pun, masyarakat kita ni selalu blame the victim instead of getting the perpetrators to pay for the crimes that they've done. So it's for me it's crazy lah, this mindset nak protect the victims.
Betul. So we have to, masyarakat kena ambil peduli. That's one thing. Macam ada even small thing, kadang-kadang budak-budak balik sekolah kata kawan ni tolak tu tadi and all that. Kita as a parents, kita macam you have to be alert, and then macam benda-benda kecil, kadang-kadang kita tengok kecil, cikgu tengok kecil, but actually some budak kita tak boleh nak biarkan je. Kadang-kadang budak tu is the abused child, so dekat sekolah dia abuse, tend to ganggu orang lain. Kita tak, we have to break the cycle. Kalau tak, yang tu ni, yang ni, it will never end.
And then we also have to put the best interest of the child lah. Betul. Tak boleh kena bully tak apalah, biarlah kawan you macam tu, macam ni. Macam also I'm also working on a case sekarang, case if you guys know lah, Wan Ahmad Faris. So Wan Ahmad Faris ni dah meninggal. He was found dead dalam toilet dekat asrama sekolah Tafiz dekat Kelantan. So sekarang ibu bapa because mahkamah coroner polis kata dia bunuh diri. Tapi after investigation mahkamah coroner kata dia bukan bunuh diri but dibunuh oleh orang-orang yang tidak dikenali. Dia mati dalam toilet. Dalam seminggu 2 minggu lepas dia mati tu, the toilet tu kena roboh. And then sekolah pun nak hush-hush benda ni.
Jadi dia orang tak boleh dapat any more evidence kan?
Tak ada. So evidence, they destroyed the evidence. So sampai sekarang lah, dia meninggal, he is my age. Dah lebih 10 tahun lah. Dia senior. So dia pun report ada bullying juga dekat sekolah.
Before
Tapi
that, dia ada report
dia ada report dekat family, dekat mak dia kata ada case bully and all this. And then dia juga pengawas. Dia ada report ada orang ni kena case kalwat. So dia report case tu budak yang kalwat tu kena buang sekolah.
So kalau the coroner dah found yang dia mati because of dibunuh.
Yes.
So kenapa case tu tak
no further action?
It's so classified as bunuh tapi
no, it was classified as suicide tapi after inquiry dekat mahkamah coroner kata dia dibunuh, bukan bunuh diri. Tapi polis kata no further action.
That was 10 years ago. I mean more than
few
10
years ago.
Okay, few years ago.
So itulah the case is still ongoing. The parents nak buka balik case, nak suruh reinvestigate, nak tahu kenapa, apa terjadi kepada anak dia orang.
So apa status case tu sekarang tu?
Sekarang they just file in the case dekat Mahkamah Kota Baru.
Okay. Harapkan ada
hopefully there's justice lah for this closure for the parents.
But today, I think kita ada special guest today.
Yes.
Is a real life person
yang kena abuse
and who has willing to datang untuk share cerita dia dengan kita.
Yes.
Okay, so kita berjumpa sekejap lagi. We will introduce the special guest to you.
So stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to Berani Bicara, Jangan Sentuh Saya. Hari ni kita ada tetamu khas. Maya, dia seorang mangsa penderaan seksual. So hari ni dia nak share experience dia.
Maya, welcome.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
You're fine?
Could
okay.
Be better.
Could be better.
Okay,
insyaAllah. Well, anyway, we would like to thank you. Terima kasih
for coming.
Sebab Maya dah ada keberanian untuk datang ke hadapan untuk menceritakan isu-isu yang Maya pernah alami masa Maya kecil. Ya, setahu saya kes yang terjadi pada Maya ialah bila Maya berumur 12 tahun.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to tell us a little bit about what happened? Cakap Melayu pun boleh, cakap orang putih pun boleh.
Campur rojak.
Apa-apa yang Maya feel comfortable.
So I guess the first waktu umur 12 tu was when my mom got married to a foreigner, and at first he was quite, dia macam more fun dekat budak-budak. Dia selalu fun lah, selalu nak main-main and like play games. Dia selalu ajak pergi like main bola sepak, things like that. So no one ever thought negative dekat dia.
Okay.
And it wasn't until my mom kerja and dia dah balik kerja dah, and waktu tu I was also home, baru balik sekolah, and saya dah bagi tahu kat dia that I was macam rasa nak demam, and I told him this. Dia suruh just okay, rasa demam, okay lah, baring lah with me I'll get you water ke apa ke. And I was okay.
Dalam masa tu dah berapa lama Ibu Maya berkahwin dengan stepfather Maya?
Few months.
Few months lah. Tapi time tu Maya dah gain trust dekat your stepfather ke?
A little bit.
Okay.
It was because dia macam selalu macam happy and macam tu. So I macam like, okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody she can trust.
Yeah, because before that saya memang tak ada any father figure. Yeah, I never met my dad.
Okay.
And benda tu I've accepted it at a young age, so it didn't really bother me as much when he came into my life. So benda tu just macam like, okay, my mom married, it's for her happiness, I'm okay with that. Tapi to get dia punya trust tu, it took some time lah.
Okay.
So lepas he asked untuk just tidur, sleep it off ke apa ke, I started drifting off. And dia dah start sentuh-sentuh. And then memang I didn't know what to do, because first time who would know what to do kan?
Yeah.
And just buat tidur je. Memang
takut
buat
lah.
tidur je.
Rasa pun takut.
Memang
macam tak tahu nak you just don't know how to react.
I froze. Memang tak tahu nak buat apa. So I just kept quiet, buat tidur, tutup mata. He did his thing, and maybe about 15 minutes to 20 minutes I dah start gerak-gerak sikit, macam buat nak bangun, and he backed off. Dia main phone.
So meaning Maya tu, dia bagi Maya ubat, dia kata baring kat tepi dia, meaning masa dia pegang-pegang Maya tu, dia ingat Maya dah tertidur lah.
Yeah, because I immediately dah tutup mata dah, because I was really trying to macam, yelah penat kan, demam. So memang I automatically dah macam drifting off macam tu. So after berapa minit I started macam nak buat bangun, dia pun dah ke tepi main phone, and I just bangun and I went to my grandfather's room. Ambil phone. Actually I didn't have a phone at the time. I had a macam iPad, tablet macam tu. So I bawa and I called my mom. At the time kan kerja. And I called her. I started crying. I forgot what I said. It was something like, daddy gatal or something. Daddy touched me. He did this, he did that. And my mom immediately rushed home. It was I just heard shouting lah. And I was shouting, she was shouting. And if I can recall balik, by the time that my mom reached home, he was already macam planning to flee the scene macam tu. Macam packing to nak belah lah.
Okay.
Which was, you can see like orang dah bersalah.
Rasa bersalah nak lari lah.
So eventually got jail time. So that was
okay.
That was
so
macam
you reported to the police.
I did. It was a very long process nak pergi hospital balik and then go to the balai police. It was, I don't wish that kind of experience on my biggest enemy pun, because it's such a
traumatic
it
experience.
is a traumatic. Until now.
But you're very lucky. You're very lucky that you had a mom. You have a mom who is very understanding. Yes. Your mom yang trust you.
Yeah.
That what you say to her that is the right thing.
Yeah.
Dia macam setengah ibu.
Tak percaya.
Maya kena tahu setengah ibu. Kenapa anak-anak tak berani cakap dekat ibu, pasal nanti ibu kata jangan tipu.
Yeah.
Jangan tipu. Mana boleh papa ke ataupun daddy buat macam tu.
Yeah.
But you are very lucky that you had a mom who is on your back, who backs you up. So alhamdulillah for that, Maya. Well done to your mom. Yeah. So that guy is history. He's been put to jail. But the process, Maya boleh cerita tak proses yang Maya had to go through so that he can be caught and be put in the jail? So Maya Ibu Maya kena bawa Maya pergi hospital kan?
Yeah, so the first one was balai police. Doing the report, so they issued kena pergi hospital dulu. And this was hospital kat Ampang. Pergi hospital Ampang, and it took, I want to say like more than 5 hours maybe, because I went there malam, balik pukul pagi, like maybe 5-6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, lama
so
dia
memang
ambil report.
Yes, to macam
check.
Check
this
satu
is
badan.
The hospital. Okay.
Yes. Untuk check satu badan memang ambil masa lah berjam. So
and doktor nak kena tulis report lagi kan.
So, kena tunggulah ni lah tu lah. So it was quite an experience to just sit there and just let.
But just a question, Maya. Like macam your stepfather cuma pegang-pegang Maya. So dia memang tak ada apa tanda-tanda atas Maya punya badan. Tapi still, the good thing is that the hospital still took your report.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because that is what it is supposed to.
Yeah,
Even if there's no tanda-tanda, just want the public to know that you still can go to the hospital to make a report. And then they will make a report and listen to you. And with that, Maya bawa report tu ke balai polis. Betul?
Yeah. So, yeah. Berjam dekat hospital and then back to the police station. Ulang alik from both.
How many days was that?
Maybe about a week.
A week.
Yeah, to properly macam, you know,
For the police to
yeah.
properly investigate and all this.
Yeah.
And then sampailah pergi mahkamah.
Yeah, which I feel like at that point of time, I think now I've macam had this macam I block benda ni from my mind. I
Yes.
think because I don't know whether it's a process of adjusting ke accepting these things ke apa ke, but I totally macam not to forget 100% benda ni jadi, but
You
it's
blocked
not,
off your,
macam block
because
benda
it's a
tu.
memory you tak nak,
Yeah.
you don't want to have. It's a painful and traumatic memory yang you tak nak. So a lot of these victims actually they block this. Sometimes you tak ingat pun benda tu terjadi. That's what you did to yourself.
Until now, if you ask me, I can only just answer macam very little things that happen. But if you ask me in detail, memang I'm so sorry, macam susah benda tu nak cerita.
Tak apa. It's okay. You telling us on the surface pun kita dah faham.
Yeah.
And well done. Well done for coming out. Yeah, Maya? Okay.
Well done for it. Well done.
well
Well
done.
done to you for speaking up, and well done to your mother for believing in you. Sebab ramai yang takut nak speak up because tak tahu nak buat apa, takut mak tak percaya. Banyak cases yang mak tak percaya ataupun mak percaya tapi because husband either mak tak bekerja, dependent.
Yeah, I was very macam of course I wanted to tell my mother, but at the same time I was also macam hesitant pula because I was putting her, macam at one point I was putting her happiness first, like oh my god, dah lah she dah lama macam like
Single
boyfriend
mother.
ke single mother, boyfriend ni ke husband ke, so I was just like alamak, this will obviously have an impact on her juga as well as me. Of course it will impact me, but it will also impact my mother because you know that was her love, like the love of her life macam tu lah. So but at the end of the day I said I cannot keep quiet.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
You did the right thing.
If I may ask, how's your hubungan with your mother after this incident?
After that incident, it was affected a bit, but now, as of right now, I can say alhamdulillah we've been more best friends.
Stronger.
Yeah, more stronger because along the way memang had some rough patches here and there, biasalah kan, but now I can say that I look at her more like a best friend now. All the things that did, I finally understand lah. So I'm happy for that lah. All the things that we've been through together really did make our relationship lagi
stronger.
Lagi kuat.
Okay. So so after that, did you go through any more?
I did.
You did.
I did.
What happened?
So the second incident was with my makcik punya suami.
This was
This
masa
was-
Maya umur berapa?
15 years old, 2020 during the pandemic.
So this is only about the same year yang Maya kena
Bukan. The
2020.
2020.
2020.
That's 4 years, 5 tahun lepas.
Oh, sorry. 5 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. But Maya's 20. So the first incident happened when Maya was
12 years
12.
old,
Okay.
yes.
This is
8 years ago.
3 years after
This
that.
is three years
After that. Okay. Maya nak ceritakan apa yang terjadi pula.
So during the pandemic ni waktu, I'm not sure like what wave of the pandemic was this, but it was the time where budak-budak sekolah online class and everyone else yang bekerja dekat office or whatever was okay to go.
COVID lah. After the COVID.
Yes, yeah, but still tengah
MCO 3, MCO 4.
around that time.
Okay.
So he would always come home during the day. I'm not sure what he did. I'm still not unsure of what he does.
And you were staying in Maya duduk satu rumah dengan makcik Maya dengan husband dia sekali lah.
Yes, so
tinggal
me,
sekali
my
lah.
mom and my auntie's family.
Okay.
Kira 2 family lah dalam satu rumah. So it was never me alone dekat rumah tu. It was always me, his kids and seorang helper ni, bibi lah. And they would always have online class. Saya pun online class, but I would always finish earlier than them. So diorang pun akan busy dengan their classes semua, and I would just be macam upstairs ke downstairs ke, just minding my business. And at that time my mother was quite strict on me about macam biasalah like boys ke apa ke. So at that time I had a crush on this one boy, and we were just texting back and forth. Tapi at that time I didn't tell my mother lah pasal this. I was just texting this guy, and so my makcik punya suami tu dia dah dapat tahu dah, and he knows that my mother at the time garang about the particular topics ni. So he told me, he came to my room, he knocked on my door, dia kata, I know that you've been texting with this guy. Two things could happen here. He sat me down and he told me this. One, I could tell your mother, I could tell your makcik, and mungkin grounded ke something ke. And he didn't say this out loud. Dia macam, tak tahulah, dia rasa macam tak sampai hati nak cakap ke. I don't know what's going on in his mind. He texted benda ni dekat phone dia, and he showed me option 2, I could touch you and I won't say anything. I was terkejut that this man that was in my life since I was about 6-7 years old physically literally watched me grow up and was close to my mother, close to my makcik, and they have kids together. I love the kids. 2 of
your cousins.
Yeah, my cousins too. I love them so much. My mother, my grandfather, who's passed away already, welcomed him into my house, my mother's house, had the nerve to say such a thing. I was shocked, really shocked, terkejut sangat. So I just kept quiet kat situ, like just looking at the phone macam, oh my god, apa benda ni? And I just kept quiet. Memang tak cakap apa-apa. And he, in his brilliant mind, dia anggap benda tu as a green card. And he just started touching me. And it hit me even harder because I've already have that flashback.
Yeah. Of your first incident.
Of the first incident 12 tahun tu. So I was like, what to do?
Tapi because sebab Maya masih muda kan, umur 15 tahun saja kan. Jadi because I think auntie I'm your auntie. Auntie understands that because your mom dah cakap jangan communicate dengan boys. Boys are very it's supposed to be out of the picture. And then Maya dah buat salah untuk message Maya punya boyfriend tu kan. And then Uncle Maya dapat tahu, and just because
he took that as an opportunity.
Yes, and just because Maya takut sangat nak cerita, nak benda tu terkeluar kepada mak Maya, you just without saying anything, you just he touched you and you allowed that. Right?
Yeah.
Correct? Because you didn't know where to go.
Yeah, because
you didn't know what to do at the moment. It was
always macam my mom, my auntie, everyone around me was always saying boys outside the house, school lah, whatever. But they never said the ones that are inside the house, the ones that are not blood related, the ones that are yeah. So benda tu would have never crossed my mind. Takkan pun terfikir sekali pun about this man yang dah kenal
bertahun-tahun.
Bertahun-tahun, since I was a child, baby lagi. 7 tahun, mana tahu apa-apa.
So how long did he take that advantage on you, Maya? Years?
5 years. 4 to 5 years. I kept quiet for 4, and it went on for 4 or 5 years.
What did he do to you, if I may ask?
So every time the kids were downstairs playing ke apa ke, he would always take my hand, literally physically tarik, naik atas and just start. He would tell me, keep quiet, jangan cakap apa-apa, just biar je.
So he sexually abused you.
Yeah. And because it wasn't like macam this particular incident ni, it was harder to speak up, and the reason why I kept quiet for 5 years is a long time.
Yes.
The reason why I kept quiet because he is physically abusive towards
Your auntie.
my auntie and his
Children.
kids. Yes, his 2 kids were babies at the time. Now dah besar lah, dah pandai bersuara dah dua-dua. But at the time, you can't help but just rasa kesian je. But what to do? He's the kind of person yang no one would approach him willingly lah. Let's just put it like that. Dia memang an intimidating, just unfriendly, unlikable person lah. Dia macam, in simple words, macam gangster lah. He looks like a gangster. He acts like one. So benda tu macam like,
that's why you couldn't speak up lah.
I couldn't speak up
because of his physics, how he looks, and then you takut because of the trauma you ada when you were younger. The trauma, you tak nak benda tu berlaku again. That's why you kept silent.
I kept silent because I know what he's capable of, and I've seen what he's capable of. So I was protecting myself lah daripada physical punya harm. And I couldn't, macam susah lah nak bagi tahu anyone for that matter.
At that time, Maya ada rasa tak bila he was sexually abusing you? Maya ada rasa tak dalam diri Maya ni macam Maya nak bercerita dekat your auntie or your mum, tapi you just don't want your mum to be disappointed with you, and you don't want to destroy your auntie's marriage? Or does that all come to your mind when all of this happen, when you want to tell but then it's stopping you from telling? Ada tak?
I want to tell. Cuma the thing that's stopping me from telling is dia physically hurting me. Because at that point, I think it was way past jeopardizing my auntie's relationship ke apa ke. It was not even
beyond
in the picture.
That already.
Yeah. So I feel like the only thing that was stopping me is dia pukul ke.
He would pukul you.
He would pukul his own wife, his own kids.
Yeah, I know, but
so I was scared. Yeah, I was scared that he would do that to me.
Oh, so he did not pukul you.
So as long as Maya dengar cakap dia, Maya bagi dia buat apa yang dia nak buat, dia tak akan hurt Maya, is it?
Yeah.
So
pretty
he
much
uses that against you.
Because he would macam threaten juga tau. Like he would always macam, or anything that I did earlier that week ke, like I don't know, macam like I got a bad grade ke, I terpecah pinggan ke, something, anything he could use as a reason.
Yeah.
He would tell. He would say, you better keep quiet, if not I'll tell. No.
And that ate you for many, many years.
That kept me silent for years.
So this happened when you started, bermula you umur 15. It happened for 5 years.
Yes, it happened for 5 years.
So 20 tahun. Until you were 20 lah, I mean.
Yeah. Until 4 years actually,
4 years,
until last year. The only
19.
thing that was the thing that broke the cycle, or broke whatever that was going on, was he was starting. This happened early last year, so January last year. He started acting very different. The way he would look at me, the way he would talk to me was very different. Not in the abusive way that he would always look at me, or the hungry way that he would look at me ke apa ke. Very different. And I macam pelik lah, kenapa pelik sekarang ni. But I never asked. I just macam diam je, and I just went with it. And he started to be very soft, very caring at that time. So
Towards you?
Yeah, towards me.
But what about his wife and the children?
He would be normal, macam normal. But to me, he would be different from what he is used to.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm macam pelik, but I kept quiet, and he kept on saying that, oh, I don't look at you like a niece, or I don't look at you like my wife's anak buah. I think I'm starting to look at you as a girlfriend. And one day, I want to marry you and have you as my second wife.
Sick.
What the, like,
Yeah. Sick.
this is another level of mental.
And all this, Maya, happened in that house.
Yes, all in one
in
house.
one house when makcik
His
you
kids,
are
his
all
wife,
there.
his sister-in-law. Yeah, everyone's there.
But they only he bila dia ambil kesempatan ni kan, ada tak any adults around?
My mother was always there. My makcik saya pun always there. They were never like not at home because we would always eat together. We would always talk to each other. But it just came to that certain topic that I could never open my mouth to because of I was living in fear for 4 or 5 years. Living in fear in my own house.
Okay.
What made you speak up? That to what made you decide nak bagi tahu dekat your mum or your family members about this?
So it's because dia cakap that he wants to marry me, which was
lepas dia
where
baik dengan Maya time tu.
yes. He was kalau tak before this he would rarely like buy me macam baju ke apa ke. But towards that time, January of tahun lepas, 2024 tu, he will buy me more clothes. He would belanja me more food that I never asked for. His kids would never ask for. He would just, oh, I'm outside. So alang-alang I belanja you lah. Oh, you're going out. Do you want me to pick you up later? Oh, you're at a friend's house. Do you want me to go there pick you up? Let's go somewhere lah. If you want me to pick you up, alang-alang we go somewhere lah. It's just pelik because he's never done that before. So when he told me, and I remember this very clearly, I was outside of my house dekat area Brenda tu, ada tempat duduk. I was sitting there on my phone just scrolling through TikTok, minding my own business, and he comes out, he sits in front of me, directly in front of me, and he just starts looking at me, senyum je, admiring kononnya. And I asked him, why? What happened? Nothing. I just want to look at you. I want to look at you. I want to see how beautiful you are.
Mental.
I love you so much. Okay.
Mental.
Okay. And dah countless times he would just for no reason peluk, cium, and I'm just like, oh my god, your kids are in the house. Your kids are right behind me. For goodness sake. So kat situ dah macam pelik sangat lah. And when he said multiple times, nak kahwin. I'm like, and this is where I macam dah draw the line. Kahwin? Your wife is my auntie. I love her so much. Your kids, I love them so much. How could I do this to them?
Yeah.
You put a gun to my head pun, I wouldn't do that. And I told him this, and he got very, very, dia marah sangat. I've never, it's been a long time lah since I've seen dia marah sangat. He took 5 minutes, pergi kat bilik dia. I went to my room, I locked the door ke apa semua. And he banged on my door, suruh keluar, masuk bilik dia. And he started to campak barang. He started to get angry at me. He pushed me to the floor. My belakang semua dah bengkak dah. And that's why I macam betul-betul cannot anymore. I will no longer live in fear. I'll no longer live by him lah.
Yeah.
His rules of whatever sick rules lah. I would, tak payah. That night juga, I went out the house. I reached dekat LRT Ampang. I called my mother, menangis-nangis dalam train penuh orang, menangis-nangis to my mother, and I told her everything. On the spot, that one phone call, I called my mother, everything. Saya dah cerita dah, semua dah. From A to Z, from the beginning, 2022 sampailah today, what happened. I couldn't tell my auntie. I don't know what it was. I couldn't, tak boleh lah.
Felt guilt lah, I think.
The guilt of macam, of just keeping quiet in general. All these years. Because dia ada juga 1-2 times tanya, are you okay? You look very sad. Are you okay? Did he do something? No. Semua, no. Just because I was takut. If he found out the littlest thing pun, I dah takut dah. So, I called my mother terus. Cerita semua, and I went to my friend's house. eventually I came back, buat police report, and him being just a nuisance of a human being tu, dia ada kawan, dia ada macam banyak connection lah. Ada banyak connection dengan police department lah, lawyer, best friend lawyer lah, ni semua. So it was very hard for me to get justice of this 100%. Because dia macam-macam lah nak blackmail, macam-macam lah dia pusing cerita tu. I've said my piece to my mother, I've said my piece to my auntie, and if they do accept ke, they've accepting ke, I've said my piece already. And I myself, as the person who's gone through this, I've accepted this already. So I dah macam, you know what, let it stay in the past. Okay. So at that point, after a few months dah lalu semua, every time dia kat bawah, this was before macam dia dah not allowed to come in the house or like be anywhere near the house. Macam dia kena restraining order lah. Before that, every time dia dekat rumah ke downstairs, I would always be in my room. The one time that I've tersumpat dengan dia dekat dapur, and I was coming up. I've just come back from makan dekat luar. I'm coming back, nak naik ke bilik ni, tak nak buat any contact. From the kitchen, I'm upstairs, shouting at me, calling me names, suruh macam-macam lah. I don't want to say lah, it's quite vulgar punya words that he called me. But what to do kan? What to do? Because this, tak tahu lah nak cakap jenis orang macam ni.
So Maya cerita dekat ibu, lepas tu ibu might have told your auntie as well, and then lepas tu restraining order, you got restraining order, means your auntie also
on her side, she's done her part lah. On her side, file for divorce,
she's done everything. And then
I also police report, like same old process lah, long process.
Has he been caught or questioned, or
that one? I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea.
Okay.
Because benda tu macam if you want to tell me about it now, so I can forget about it later.
Yeah.
Okay. Just settle sekarang, so jagi dah totally lupa dah.
Yeah.
Because that's, I don't know how like my process of semua benda ni macam mana, but yeah, I prefer to
block the bad
settle
memories.
it now and just move on as soon as I can.
You know, do you have friends who's going through things like what you went through, and how have you told them like what to do? You know, have your friends shared their own experience?
So far, I've only met one person that had similar situations macam ni, but tu pun it was long before she met me lah, and long before she even like step foot in KL apa semua. So I mean, when she would tell me about what she felt at the time, I could really understand, because I mean, for so long there was a difference between, at least I've always felt lah, there was a difference between people saying oh faham and a person that actually
went through it.
Yeah, the difference between genuinely faham and the ones yang macam setakat for the conversation faham lah. So whenever she would talk about it kan, I would feel macam like I really faham what it must have felt like to be in a similar situation macam ni. So we would share stories back and forth, only bukan untuk apa, untuk comfort ourselves. And I feel that the conversations that we had pasal benda tu would make us stronger and our relationship very stronger. So between the friends,
when you speak out, you feel, you feel a bit lighter.
Empowered.
Yeah,
because I feel macam like, I'm not alone that feels this way. This
correct.
feels
You're not
this
alone,
hurt.
Maya. You're not alone. And it was the right thing for you to do, even though you did it after 4 years, but it's okay. You still told the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my 20 years of living.
And you having gone through all of this, Maya, it is a duty for you as well to try to advise others to speak up as soon as they can.
Not
Yeah?
to fear.
Not to fear.
Even
And
though orang tu,
jangan tunggu.
your uncle ke your father, jangan tunggu. Just because you rasa dia, you're gonna ruin some relationship, you did not ruin the relationship, okay?
Yeah.
Victims did not ruin the relationships. It's the perpetrators who started it yang, ruined it.
Yeah.
So it's important for everybody to know yang you bukan salah you, So speak up, doesn't matter. Tak kira your brother yang buat ke, your ayah yang buat. As don't fear.
So Maya, everything has gone, everything is past already, everything is in the back of you. I do understand after all of that has happened to you, the trauma is still there, Maya?
It is.
Yeah?
It is, yes.
It will take a little bit more time for you to get over that trauma, but there's always a lot of help out there that can help you, guide you through this. So don't give up. Yeah, don't think that you are worthless and whatnot. It is not. It is not your fault. You know that it's not your fault, right?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you've got a hero of a mom over there. I salute her. Yeah? You're very lucky. I'm so sorry that everything that has happened to you. But thank you so much, Maya, for coming out here.
For having the courage
Yeah,
to
it is.
cakap.
I'm very proud of you. And for you to come and speak on our podcast in the Children's Protection Society, you are not only helping yourself, you're helping
Other
people as well.
other children that
Yeah.
is going through what you're going through and they don't know what to do.
And we are here as Children's Protection Society to always lend a hand.
Yeah.
If you need any help in getting over the trauma and whatnot, there's always people that we can
Turn to.
that you can turn to.
Yeah.
We have people that can help you. Yeah, Maya.
Yeah.
Are you comfortable, after, telling us your story?
Yeah. How do you feel? You see, how do you feel, Maya?
I feel quite lighter lah on the shoulders, because at least, it's one thing to tell a family member about what happened or a friend that happened, but to tell macam
strangers.
To tell this for anyone to hear macam is better for them pun. If they do, it's good for them, because they could they rasa like, okay, I'm not alone in this juga. Ada juga ni. Tak nampak muka, tak apalah. Tak kenal nama pun, but I know there's people out there that have gone through worse ke.
And what is your advice, Maya, to the young people out there that has gone through, sorry kita cakap orang putih terus lah, direct to the point. So what is your advice to those people, the young people that are going through
what you went through?
What are your advice for these people?
Terpressure pula. Tak lah. I genuinely think you should just speak up about it. Tell anyone, just tell them. If you feel like the slight discomfort of a certain person doing anything to you, tak kisahlah physically ke, sexually ke, whatever it could be, bagi tahu je. Just tell anyone.
Yes.
If you think that person mampu to help you in any way possible, bagi tahu je. For yourself, for your future, for your present, bagi tahu je. Please tolonglah, don't be like me.
Don't be silent.
Don't be silent.
Berani
If you're scared, just you have to do
beranikan
it.
diri.
You just have to do it.
Diri.
If you don't take that step, sampai bila you just want to remain je dekat situ. So really, you just have to do it.
Thank you so much, Maya, for your time.
Thank you so much, Maya,
and
for
thank
sharing.
you for coming out. Yeah,
Thank you.
Auntie's very proud of you.
I'm very proud. We're very proud
we're
of
very
you.
proud of you, and I can assure you, your story today has made an impact on a lot of children out there who are suffering.
I hope.
Suffering as you have had suffered, or the ones that touch wood that will be suffering, they would know what to do. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a courageous girl.
And continue watching us on our future episodes. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Maya, survivor of sexual abuse. Yeah. So Maya, all the best to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you again.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. Goodbye.